In this video, I'm going to explain everything that has happened with A6D and the response from other big YouTubers. It's vital that you watch till the end so you can understand everything that has happened with this drama. And before we actually do get into this video, if you end up enjoying the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more content. Also, if you didn't know, I have a Twitter account which I'd like you all to go and follow. I use Twitter quite a lot and it's one of my most active social media accounts, so if you have Twitter, go follow me there. Anyway, let's get straight into it. On the 20th of August, A6D tweets on his Twitter account a few screenshots of basically notes that he has written. The first page of this basically explains how he didn't understand the stan culture on Twitter and why people would just randomly stan Minecraft YouTubers. There's once he got into that community and people started doing it to him, he kind of got attached and it made his ego a bit bigger and he just lost himself. He went from having fun and discovering a new language to then worrying about if he had a Minecraft video idea for the week and to hope that people wouldn't start drama about him on Twitter. Then he goes on to explain why he uses the R word and why he thinks it's not actually that bad of a thing to say and why other people are saying it is. I'm not going to explain the whole 4 pages worth of things that he wrote down, but just in short, he thinks saying it is fine and doesn't understand why people are trying to cancel him over saying it. Now this was the first wave of drama that he basically got into, and now we're going to talk about what else he's been called out on and why Skeppy and a few other Minecraft YouTubers basically unfollowed him and don't want to be friends with him. Now later that day on August 20th, a person named Sky on Twitter actually made a thread on everything that A6D has done wrong. In this thread it talks about him using the R word, him being transphobic, him being racist and much more worse things. It really points out how bad A6D might actually be behind videos. And you can obviously tell why Skeppy, Dream and many other big Minecraft YouTubers chose to unfollow him and basically unfriend them in general. Now this thread actually started a hate train against A6D, and then 2 days later A6D tweets out saying that he's in another drama. He goes on to say that he's been cancelled for saying the N-word but it's been taken out of context. He then posts a screenshot with him saying it and it's on a public Minecraft server. But here's where it gets interesting because he actually explains why he used it and tries to defend himself with the context. And basically the context behind this was that he was setting up a Bungie chat filter which was meant to block and remove players from saying certain words because the server that he was on was being botted all the time. He then posts screenshots of the bots which would come into the server and spam his chat and goes on to say that he was actually recoding it to make it work, but he had to have someone to test it and he chose to test it himself to see if it would work. Then he goes on to apologize to whoever it may have offended and he wasn't meant to harm anyone. He was just trying to test a filter on a server so people wouldn't start spamming the server with that word again. Then he explains why he actually laughed because in the screenshot you can see him saying ha ha ha. Now the reason he says behind this was because under him saying it, it says has been kicked for racism and it's apparently just some other person. So obviously the bot mistakenly kicked another person for what A6D had said and that was what he was laughing at. Now a lot of people didn't actually accept this apology and just thought that he was trying to get away from what he had said. He didn't want the drama so he just kind of made up a few things and let it be. Also people were saying that if you wanted to test it out, you should have got someone who was allowed to say that word to actually test it on your server. And also that he should have done it on a private server instead of a server which has already people online who could see this publicly. As you can see in the chat, there's a lot of random people just seeing this and a few calling him out for what he had said. Then A6D makes a thread starting off with a video saying how cancel culture works. In this thread he goes on to talk about how he blocked a person on Discord and didn't want to be their friend, but people were trying to resolve this situation with him by adding him to a Twitter group chat so he would soft block people in it so he wouldn't get put back into the group chat. He then goes on to say that 3 out of 4 of the actions he's supposedly done are just completely lies or transformed to follow their narrative, which is why the person won't show the context. And then he shows off an image of him saying, so will you write the name of the subs on a whiteboard while showing your ass? Now apparently the context to this is when Ninja did it a long time ago and here's the video of him.
Thank you so much for the sub. Oh my god, guys. Let me put you on the chalkboard.
And then he goes on to talk about if anybody else calls him out in the future, he's just not going to give any public attention to it and doesn't care anymore. Now things start to get a bit sad because Skeppy went live on his Twitch channel talking about the drama 15 hours ago. Now this was only a 3-minute stream, but I'm going to edit it down so you get all the information. Please keep on watching because the things he has to say does make sense and I feel so bad for Skeppy.
And I put out a tweet saying I was fine and not to worry about me. The stream isn't going to be like any of my other streams. I really don't even want to do this stream. This hurts a lot for me, but I figured it was something that I have to do. So I just wanted to say I'm totally fine. It would be wrong of me to say otherwise. I just want people to know that and not worry about me. My emotions have been going back and forth from sad to mad to feeling backstabbed, and you get it. I'm just very overwhelmed right now, and this is hard for me, and I don't really care how many people see this. It's just tough. There's several things that I really wish I could talk about and go into detail about, really, but I've decided not to, just out of respect, really, because I feel like if I was in the same situation, that's what I would want for me. And a lot of you already know why I've been really sad lately and feeling this way, and I really hate bringing this up to my channel or whatever, because it's really not what I'm about, but I know it's necessary this time. So yeah, this sucks, but all I'm gonna say is that I can't be friends with A6D. This has nothing to do with Twitter drama or any of that, and I'm not saying I'm 100% in the right here. I would go back and do some things differently. He knows why, I know why, and I'm just leaving it as that.
Now, as you heard in that video, Skeppy says that he's not going to be friends with A6D, and one of the reasons for this may be what Sky put on Twitter again. They tweeted out saying, "Here's A6D trying to ruin Skeppy's career for no reason," and it's a 1 minute and 30-second video of him just saying that all the videos were fake, he was lying about what happened, and we were already friends beforehand, and A6D was his ult. So he was basically saying that all the videos that A6D and Skeppy had done were faked and scripted, basically. Now, Sky also tweets out saying, "By the way, to anyone questioning why that's bad, A6D was saying that hatefully and trying to say it was some sort of scheme, trying to make Skeppy the bad guy, when he has said multiple times they're skits. That's why it means so much and why it's so shitty." Now, there's probably more things that everybody doesn't know behind closed door on why Skeppy and A6D aren't friends right now, and we might not know any reasons between them, but I think it's better that that stuff stays private, because it's just stuff that should stay private rather than getting leaked and just put everywhere on Twitter. Now, a few hours after Skeppy had done that stream, Dream on his second account tweeted out saying, "A6D is my friend. Doesn't mean he has to be yours or that you support it. Friendships are weird. I don't support everything my friends do. Doesn't make us any less friends. Just felt like I needed to say that. A6D has done shitty things and made mistakes, and I've gotten mad and talked to him in private before, but I'd prefer to help him learn and learn with him, because that's what friends do. My choice. You don't have to support it, but please respect it. That's all. I just really wanted to say it because no one really knows what it feels like to be hated on by thousands of people and feel like no one loves them or is there for them. I've experienced it. I had many friends there for me, and I needed it. Love you guys so much." Bad Boy Halo actually tweeted out as well saying, "A6D is my friend," and then gives an explanation saying, "I don't support everything my friends do or say, but everyone needs love. I wouldn't be a good friend if I abandoned one of my friends in their darkest hour. In my opinion, the best way to affect change in the world is to be a positive influence on the people in your life." Now, Bad Boy Halo and Dream weren't the only people who actually came out saying this. Many other of A6D's friends tweeted similar things, and it's no surprise really. I don't believe that Skeppy and A6D are friends right now, but I'm sure once they've sorted it out in private and in DMs, then we'll get a tweet saying that they are friends again. For now, I don't believe they are. Now, I believe that to be everything that has happened with A6D and the drama and just the whole community in general. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, make sure to drop a like on the video. It helps out more than you think, and only a small percentage of you are actually subscribed. So if you want to help me out, click the red subscribe button. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe in the future. And if you do subscribe, I'll continue to make these videos. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.